Topic of triangles from the back can be really confusing because there are a couple different triangles that you can get, and they're fundamentally different. I can triangle my legs under his armpit here, under the Kimura armpit, or I can triangle my legs on his free shoulder here. Those are different triangles. Whichever triangle I go for, my legs are going to triangle on the high side. So for example, if we end up here, I am not going to try to triangle my legs under his armpit. I'm going to triangle my legs on the high side here, there. I'm going to adjust that as we go. If, however, we're going the other way and we're going to the side where his Kimura arm is high, here, now we're going to triangle under the armpit. Again, it's on the high side. Now this variation, where I've got my legs triangled under his armpit, is Ura Sankaku from Judo. A couple different variations here. Often, it's shown with this leg straight across his throat. It's kind of like an old school guillotine choke. The trouble is that this isn't as powerful a choke. Yeah, it's a great way to hold him. It's really tough for him to escape. But to finish this here, I either need to push his head, which sometimes works. I need to come up onto my side here, work my way towards a leg, and now pull him this way. It's kind of a knee bar, neck crunch at the same time. Or I need to attack this arm, essentially doing an Americana arm lock here or a straight arm lock here. But in none of those cases am I really triangle choking him. If I adjust the Ura Sankaku just so slightly, so that my legs, instead of triangling underneath his armpit, triangle a little bit more in front of his chest here, there, now it ends up being more of a choke. Because this foot, this leg, is coming in at an angle here. It's not going to cross his throat, it's coming in at an angle, like a triangle. Now this is pushing in on one set of arteries and veins, and this is pushing in on the other. So I call this an Ura Sankaku, and I call this an angled Ura Sankaku. It's pretty similar, but one is a much more powerful choking position. Again, if he's flailing around, I do manage to grab a leg. Here, great. I mean, that just makes life all the better. On the other side, so I don't triangle my legs on the bottom, I triangle my legs on the top, here. This is essentially a classical triangle choke. Again, I've got that V choke right across his neck. There is a choke, but if I loosen up and Michael were to turn in towards me, turn, it's essentially the triangle choke that we learned from the guard on day one. So, two different triangle chokes. The difference is what side do you triangle your feet on? And those triangle chokes can be made more effective if you create a V around his neck, so that you're targeting the side of his neck with your calf or with your lower Achilles area, as opposed to having something going straight across his throat.